Tally-ho, everybody! Tekking here. I don't know if tally-ho is really a word that ever was in, but it needs to be now. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time to make this video. This was originally supposed to be my day off, and then something happened, and now I have significantly less free time today, and then something else happened, and now I have even less. So, I might not even be able to edit this video before I put it up. So, anyway, I don't have time for a wacky intro segment this week, so here's Red Ranger's head. I think this is the symbol for Skyrim, and, 3rd edition monster manual for Dungeons and Dragons. That's something wacky and kooky. You could figure out some weird intro segment with that stuff. Okay, so this is going to be a video about Kaido and Big Mom's alliance, alright? This is not going to be talking about rocks. This is not going to be talking about their history. This is going to be talking about various ways that the two are going to interact in Wano, okay? Because going back before this alliance was even mentioned, when Big Mom rings up Kaido and she's like, Mama, Mama, they're mine. Let's work together like in the old days. Even before that, I pictured this confrontation between them, where the Straw Hats had just gotten out of her area, and now Big Mom is going to follow them to Wano, and then they're going to get to Wano, and then Kaido rules over Wano. Well, Kaido and the Shogun both do. And then there's like this kaiju, like Godzilla brawl in the background, where like the Straw Hats are running away from Big Mom and Kaido, and they're like, ah, dun 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 dun, and they're just fighting like two mountains in the background. That's what I originally pictured, even though from what we can see, it seems Kaido is several times taller than Big Mom. Kaido is like easily giant level, whereas Big Mom I think is a little bit shorter than even the shortest giant. But yeah, a little bit of a height difference there. But I didn't call on the two of them having a history together. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect them to be just ringing up each other and being like, yeah, I'm calling in a favor. You in? It doesn't really matter if you're in because I saved your life at one point. I'm calling in this favor. So they're both really not on great terms with each other. You can tell that just by the way that they're speaking to each other, that at some point they were probably on good terms. At some point Kaido might have even looked up to Big Mom. I'm going to assume Big Mom is older than Kaido. Big Mom is in her late 60s. Kaido might be in his late 50s, early 60s. I don't think it's a big age difference, but I do think that Kaido is younger than her. So they might have been on the same ship with rocks at some point, and, you know, Big Mom saved his life, or maybe Big Mom's the one that brought him on the ship. I don't know. We're not here to talk about that. But it's very obvious that it's more of like a begrudging kind of like, alright, you know, the Straw Hats are my enemy, and they're your enemy too, so I guess we'll try to get along here. But it's a very tenuous alliance, okay? This would be something, and if two Yonko got together, that would be a world-shaking event. Like, you remember how much of a alarm was raised just when Shanks was meeting with Kaido before the War of the Best? That was like a big thing, where the Marines were like, oh no, that's not good. Because the thing you have to remember is, look how much trouble just Whitebeard alone gave to the Marines. Now granted, Whitebeard didn't just have his crew with him, he also had all of his allied crews with him. But still, look at how much damage just Whitebeard himself did to Marineford just with his Devil Fruit. If the Yonko all got together and figured out a way to collaborate and get along, they could rule the entire world. They would be easily able to take on the Marines and the world government if, like, Shanks... It would never happen in a million years, but if Shanks and Big Mom and Kaido and Blackbeard all formed, like, the Yonko Conference or whatever and got together and they organized a united front against the world government, they could crush that pretty easily, but it's never going to happen. Shanks and Blackbeard are never going to work together. But that's the kind of scary thing whenever these Yonkos start getting together. So this is a force. I think that the Straw Hats, and even if you add in, like, the Samurai and Law and his crew, if you add in all of that together, this would be a force that the Straw Hats would not be able to fight off against. Big Mom and Kaido working together, you know, combining their crews together. Now, granted, this is still Kaido's territory. Alright, this is not Totland, so Big Mom is not going to have the full force of Totland behind her, but I would assume she would bring her heaviest hitters. So she would get in her ship, you know, the Queen Mama Shanter, that ship that actually states that it's I'm a ship, I'm a ship, I'm a ship, I'm a ship. They're gonna get on that thing, and they're gonna sail to Wano. It's gonna be Big Mom, you gotta have Katakuri there. I feel like Katakuri can have a, you know, he can have a, what's it called, a, not a rehash, but like Oh, I know what this word is called. Damn it, come on. Redux, that's it. A Katakuri Redux, you know, we're bringing him back. Now, I know you might be thinking, Matt, we just did all of that at Totland. Are you saying we're going to have another fight with Luffy and Katakuri? No, 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 no. It's going to go completely differently if Katakuri comes along. I mean, then again, he might not come along because there always has to be somebody at Totland to protect it. Alright, and Katakuri is their strongest fighter, and since we did just have a fight with Luffy and Katakuri, Big Mom might just be like, Katakuri, you stay in Totland, because if someone decides to attack the place while I'm gone, there needs to be someone here that's strong enough to fight him back. So Katakuri might very well just stay in Totland if Big Mom's going. We know Big Mom is going to Wano. I think that's been pretty much already cemented. She is going there, and we might get to see more action, more battles with her in Wano. But in terms of Katakuri, who we just had a big fight with Luffy, I think he might stay behind. But if he does go with her, you could always say, like, well, Luffy and Katakuri kind of had, like, a respect for each other after their fights. You know, Katakuri could have easily killed Luffy at the end of that fight because he was the one standing up. He didn't even try to. He didn't even try to, like, I gotta kill you because it's Big Mom's orders. No, it's like, I kind of respect you for what everything happened, and you weren't laughing at me with my, you know, mouth or whatever. Maybe he wouldn't have been able to kill him. I'm just simply saying that at the end of their fight, when Luffy was lying on the ground prostrate and Katakuri was standing up, Katakuri didn't even attempt to deliver a coup de grace. He was just like, you're gonna come back here someday and defeat Big Mom, aren't you? You know, that it was very clear at that point, Katakuri, he's like, I'm not going to kill him. He won. He won. That's the Warriors code. He wins. So if they do meet again, which I would like to see them meet again, it's not going to be like, we're going to fight, you know, straight up. Like, you know, it's going to be maybe something different about their relationship or something. You know, I still would like to see Katakuri maybe just leaving the Big Mom Pirates because of the way they treated him, but maybe that's not the way it's going to go, who knows. But yeah, if Katakuri's going to stay behind in Totland, Big Mom might bring some other heavy hitters. She might bring Smoothie with her, because Oda even came out and said that he wanted to do more with Smoothie and he didn't get a chance to during the arc, so bring Smoothie with her, because Smoothie's pretty strong. Get to see more from her. Maybe Snack, because Snack was, like, always a mystery throughout Totland. But yeah, Big Mom's gonna bring some of her crew with her, and maybe a bunch of other members of the Charlotte family that we just never found out about in the manga. Maybe one of them's that have been, like, hinted at in the anime, like in the credits of the anime, but have never actually been shown in the manga. Maybe she'll bring some of them with her to Wano, okay. And so I think at first, the Alliance is gonna kind of hold together, like they're gonna work together, but it's eventually going to get to the points where they might actually have the Straw Hats captured. Like, oh, we're about ready to close in on them. But then what do you do at that point? It's like, well, I want them. It's like, yeah, but you said I could have them. And then that's where the disagreements start up, and you know that's going to happen at some point. You know at some point it's not going to be like, oh, Kaido, how are you been? Come, mama, it's so great. Like, oh, Big Mom, it's been forever. Let's kill those Straw Hats. You know, that's not how it's going to go. They're going to be, as soon as Big Mom steps down in Wano, there's going to be like a trade-off of insults between each other, and then they'll work together for a little while, and then it'll get to that point, though, where it's like, well, who actually gets them? And then they're gonna end up maybe getting into a physical brawl. Alright? And, come on now, maybe not kaiju level, because like I said, there's a size difference, but Big Mom versus Kaido? I'd pre-order some tickets for that fight. I'd get a big jumbo thing of popcorn and some soda, and I'd sit down and put my feet up and be like, alright, this is an evening's worth of entertainment. That would be pretty damn cool to see that. A Yonko-level battle, because we've never seen that. We've never seen a Yonko go balls out against another Yonko. I guess you could say Whitebeard versus Blackbeard kind of counts. Blackbeard was not a Yonko at this point, but he was pretty durable. You know, Blackbeard's always been somebody that has incredible amounts of endurance and just being able to, like, take hits over and over and over again. He feels a lot of pain, but he's able to tank a lot of hits. But yeah, I don't know if you really count that, because Blackbeard wasn't a Yonko at that point, and also Whitebeard was extremely injured and had a hole through his stomach, but he still managed to fight him. But we've never seen, like, Shanks in perfect health fighting against Whitebeard in perfect health, or Kaido fought against Kaido might have fought against Shanks. We don't really know how that scuffle went. It might have, it might not have. He might have diffused the situation with just words. That might have been what Shanks did. I don't know how that fight went, if there was a fight there at all. But yeah, we've never seen that straight up, and I think that we kind of need to see that before the end of One Piece, right? So let's say they have that disagreement. They have the disagreement, and they start fighting. I don't think it's going to get to the point where one of them kills the other. I don't think that's how it's going to go down. Like, Kaido has Big Mom, dead to rights, and just, and then just, the sea cow is no more. I don't think that's how it's going to go. But they would have a brief disagreement, and then they would fight, and then it would be this huge, colossal level fight. Like, if you ever saw Toriko, like, this would be the kind of fight where, like, the Emperor Ring starts up behind in the clouds, and it's like, like the Star Wars music cues up in the background. It'd be cool to see for a little while. We get to see Kaido and Big Mom busting out, like, their strongest techniques. But then eventually they come to their senses, like, wait a second, they got away. Damn it, you stupid sea cow! I'm like, you giant freaking lughead, we have to go after him now. So I think it could be something like that, right? Now, at the end of this, I think this is setting up a way to actually lead to their downfall in Wano, because right now it's very scary. It's very scary to know that Big Mom and Kaido are going to get together and fight against the crew. All right, and the whole world is kind of aghast at this. The newspapers are reporting about it. Front page news, big news, big news. But this could be a situation where it could actually play to the Straw Hats' benefit if they know how to play the field. If they can make this work on their own terms. Like, can you imagine if Big Mom... This probably isn't going to happen because we just did this. But can you imagine if Big Mom is in Kaido's territory on Wano and then has a hunger pang? And starts wrecking the flower city of Wano where Kaido is setting up shop? Can you imagine if that happened? There's not going to be an alliance at that point. That alliance became way more detrimental than helpful at that point. So, like I said, it's not going to be something as ridiculous as last arc, where we had that really, really long hunger pang, and the whole point of it was, make the cake, make the cake. But it might be a situation where I don't know, she's hanging out, and there's like a delicacy in Wano, like a dessert that Big Mom remembered, and she's like, I want that. I want that now! And then she's like, I want freaking mochi! Not mochi, because that's Katakuri's thing, but possibly, like, I don't know, what, Dongo. Maybe she has a thing for Dongo. She's like, I want Dongo! And then she goes into a hunger pang and starts wrecking the royal capital of Wano, and then eventually they shove Dongo down her throat, and then Kaido's like, alright, that's enough. I gotta get you out of this island, you damn. Like that. That could go down like that. So, yeah, just don't immediately think that it's going to be like this horrible thing for the Straw Hats throughout the entire arc. It might very well be at the beginning to kind of set it up like, oh man, but, yeah, the way that they might able to defeat Kaido is with the assistance of Big Mom, either directly or indirectly. It kind of depends, how this is gonna go. But yeah, I would prefer it not be the same thing as with Totland, whereas in Totland they couldn't actually physically defeat Big Mom, so rather they achieved like a moral victory on her by escaping her territory. I don't think Oda is going to do the same thing here with Kaido, where it's like they can't actually defeat Kaido, so they just escape Wano and like, we won, Kaido! Because that's the exact same thing we just did. So, rather than that, I think it would be better if they managed to destroy all of Kaido's influence in Wano. They destroyed all of his factories, they defeated all of his calamities, his generals, or his headliners, or whatever the hell, and then they managed to push Kaido out. Because, yeah, just the Straw Hats versus Kaido, pretty sure Kaido wins. Even if you want to include, like, the Straw Hats plus Law plus Kinemon plus the Supernovas like X-Drake and Kid and Killer and Hawkins and Apu versus Kaido, I still think Kaido might have a good chance of winning. But if you throw together all of the samurai of Wano that might turn on Kaido, plus the Straw Hats and the Supernovas and Law, and you might also throw in Big Mom in there as like maybe just not a direct ally of them, like, I will help you guys now, mama, but like, screw this, Kaido, I'm taking you out once and for all, or just like, she's in a hunger pang or something. If you have all of that together, you would probably be able to at least not kill him because he's Kaido, but push him out of the island and get him out of Wano forever. Kick him out. and then all the factories are destroyed, and then Wano returns to its lush greenery or whatever, you know? And then after that point, you're left with the issue of Big Mom, so that's kind of opens another can of worms here. But like I said, this is going to be a mess. This is going to be an absolute mess once we get there. Once we get to that situation of Big Mom arriving at Wano and setting up her little shop there, and then her and Kaido trying to get along, and plus all the supernovas that are there, plus everything that's going on with the two groups of Straw Hats, plus the it's going to nuts. It's just going to be absolutely insane. What do you expect to happen from this? What do you expect to happen? Do you think they're going to get along the entire arc, and they're just going to be a force to reckon with? Or do you think at some point, you know, they're going to, you know, fight against each other? How do you think this is going to go down? I don't know. But, I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see what happens with this. So yeah, like I said, relatively short video. I have to get this done and out just to kind of give you my thoughts on this. Thanks for everybody for watching. I have a 300K contest, which was one of the videos I was originally going to make today. I don't know if I'll get it out today, but there is a contest I want to announce to everybody here. It's going to be My Hero Academia related, and if you're not a fan of My Hero Academia, don't worry too much about it. There's going to be another, like a One Piece related contest later on in the year. It's just I have to do this for 300K right now, and I'm sort of on a time crunch for that. August is going to be a very busy month. I can tell you that straight up, okay? It's going to be an extremely busy month, but I'm hoping I can get everything done that I'm planning right now. So, okay. Anyway, that's everything. Thanks for watching, everybody. Once again, thank you for the 300,000 subscribers. Sorry this video was a little lackluster. I have the Sato video coming this week. I have a One Piece video I know you guys are going to like this week, and I have the contest video, plus the review of One Piece Chapter 913, which is this Friday. So, a lot of stuff coming on down the pipeline. Enjoy. Tekking101, signing out.